Hello. In this video, I will explain two approaches to quantity theory of money. There are two approaches which we are considering here, classical approach or cash transactions approach, which is given by Irving Fisher. So it is also termed as Fisher's equation of exchange. There is one more approach that we will be considering here, neoclassical approach or cash balance approach. This is termed as or Cambridge approach. Cambridge University economist gave this approach. Accordingly, it is termed as Cambridge approach. Considering classical approach or cash transactions approach, this approach is given by Irving Fisher in 1911. Equation of the approach is MV is equal to PT, where M is money, V velocity, which is speed of circulation of money, P price level, and T volume of transactions. If I convert this equation in terms of P, I will write it as P is equal to MV, T will go on other side. So MV divided by T will be the equation. If I consider V constant and T constant, then relation will be positive between these two variables. So as money supply will rise, price will rise with that. We have added bank money in the equation. Equation is expressed as MV, मनी स्टॉक करेंसी स्टॉक का बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर. V is velocity, velocity of circulation of money, plus M dash V dash. M dash is stock of bank money and V dash is velocity of bank money, which is equal to PT. Okay, P price level and T is volume of transaction. This also we can convert in same way in terms of P. So equation will be MV plus M dash V dash divided by T. Conclusion is price level rises proportionately with increase in money supply. And vice versa. That means if money supply will fall, price will fall. See, same is explained with diagram here. We have upward sloping curve. M is money, P is price level. And we have upward sloping curve, which is showing positive relation between these two. So as money stock will increase, price will rise with that. This is conclusion of classical theory or cash transactions approach. In classical theory, there is no choice that people have regarding what amount of money they will demand. So demand for money terms में देखेंगे तो classical approach will be where we say demand for money is what people have to hold. Have to. So variables in the equation will decide that. That means there is no choice component in the equation. Next approach is neoclassical theory or cash balance approach, Cambridge approach. This approach is given by Marshall, Robertson, Pigou. They are behind framing of this approach. Equation of the approach is MD is equal to KPY. MD is money demand, okay, which is equal to K, P and Y. We will see what is K. First, let us understand P and Y. P is price level, okay, and Y is real income. P and Y, if we take together, that means it is money income. If 5 rupees price of 1 pen, you are selling 2 pen, ओके, सो इट विल बी 10 रुपी। तो पी एंड वाई साथ में आएंगे तो ये मनी वैल्यू में हम एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं इनकम को। के इज प्रपोर्शन ऑफ पी वाई विच पीपल विश और डिजायर, proportion which people wish or desire to hold in cash. It is percentage or proportion of PY which people wish or desire to hold in cash. मतलब यहाँ पर with K variable for first time choice component is included. There was no choice given to people in classical theory. But in neoclassical theory, choice component is given importance. So K is what people desire, what people wish to hold in cash of the total income. If we express equation in terms of P, see, the original equation was MD, which is equal to K PY. I convert this equation in P. Equation will be P is equal to मनी जो लेफ्ट साइड में है वो वैसे ही रहेगा, वी डिवाइड दिस बाय द रिमेनिंग कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ राइट साइड। तो ये दूसरी तरफ जा रहे हैं तो नेचुरली मल्टीप्लिकेशन का डिवीजन में हो जाएगा। सो पी विल बी इक्वल टू एम बाय के वाई। दिस इज कंक्लूजन ऑफ neoclassical theory or neoclassical approach. Thank you.